Claire, aside from having to talk to me, how's your day going so far?
It's going good. It's busy, but good.
The world wants to talk to you, people all over. So leading into it, the show Kin, it was announced in late 2020. It premiered back in February here in the States, at least. So how long did you have to keep it a secret that you were cast in the role?
Quite a long time. Yeah, about well, in Ireland I told my family, obviously my friends, because they were like, "What are you up to?" But I did have to keep it in for like, I don't know, 8 months, maybe longer. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't keep a secret for 8 days, let alone 8 months. So kudos to you. Is this a role, because this is a very meaty role, a very intense role, a lot of prep needed for you, or does your Shakespearean background kind of let you do anything?
Oh, just give me the words and I will deliver.
Sure.
I I had a long walk and talk with the writer when I got the role, and so that was really nice. And he actually told me to resist too much research into certain areas because Amanda's kind of outside of the gangland world, and her whole perspective on things is kind of like she's only learning the rules by asking questions, and then figuring out what her take is on things. So it's actually he wanted it much more authentic and like as if I've turned a blind eye to everything except paying in the money.
Right.
So I did a fair bit of research, but I also kept it quite instinctive.
When I was a kid, just a few years ago, there weren't a lot of shows from Ireland that were easy to access. Obviously, streaming has changed that, and the taste of the general public has changed that. And now, if it's a great show, no matter the country, it eventually finds its way here. So it's wonderful to see AMC Plus is just one of those places that's putting stuff out into the world. But did you know outright, hey, this is an international show and not just for Ireland?
I didn't. No, like I wasn't sure. I just knew that there was American production on it, so we might get an American network or something. But no, I didn't. I knew it would be on the main Irish channel here, and that was it. So as it got sold and sold to more and more countries, it was like, what? That was cool. That was deadly.
So if I can put words in your mouth, it sounds like you just do the role and you let everyone else around you do their job.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is the idea. They all have talents, I don't want to be stepping over the mark every time, but yeah, no, that's definitely it. Like, and especially with this because it was my first ever TV role and my first time playing a role for so long. So I really was learning on the go, and thankfully I had people like Charlie and Emmett and Maria and Aidan just being so kind and just teaching me any little jewels I needed to know along the way.
But credit goes to you, not just an actress. You've written herself. You also sang in that film. You long term, plan to be a writer slash producer slash director, or is that just like a one off for you?
Yeah, no, I think I will. Like I've just directed a couple of things there recently, just like a couple of days filming. I'm working on a piece that I'm like, I think it's a feature, so I'm kind of writing the feature at the minute. So I am dabbling, but I say that with tentative. I don't want to say I'm definitely going to do everything because I think like that cheapens it or something.
No.
But I've learned a lot I've definitely learned a lot from writing, and I think writing is almost like acting on paper in a way. So that was easier for me to go to. Directing is a whole different ball game, and really, I really respect it now in a whole new way after only doing 2 days of it. So, and yeah, but I do plan on at least just trying to make stuff. Yeah, in my career, defo.
Defo, DEFO. I only learned defo
Defo.
from watching Love Island UK. I didn't know defo was a thing until Love Island UK. But in terms of your writing and your creative process, is it like 2 or 3 marathon sessions, or is it just a little bit each day to get a script done?
Sometimes it's like I'm on the bus and I'll like type something into my iPhone. Sometimes it's intense and I'm like, I need to push through this for a few hours. But I find mostly it sounds a bit silly, but like I find that it sort of has to kind of come to me at first in an easy way. And then like your second, third draft is where you get a bit more hardcore and linear and edit, if you know what I mean. But I think at first I like it to be nice and easygoing, because I don't think anyone wants to see. I know it sounds silly, but I think people feel off something that they're watching or listening to, whether it came from like a place of like, I really wanted to make this, as opposed to like, I've got to make this. What is this? Like that kind of energy. Like nobody wants that. Like, whether it's tragedy, comedy, musical, or otherwise,
Yeah. Well, two quick
Yeah.
questions, and then I'm going to let you go so the next journalist can ask you the same 5 questions that I've already asked you. And that first one is, you sang Whiskey in the Jar in Herself, but is Thin Lizzy the best Irish band of all time, or where do they rank?
I don't know. Oh, there's loads of Irish artists I like now. You can't say that. I think they are very good though. Like very good. Yes. I would say they are one of the top ranking. About that. I love a bit of Damo Dempsey, and I do like a bit of U2. I know some people have things against them, but I do like them because I saw them live. They're very good.
Totally. And then the last question is, besides Kin, what's a show that we should be watching? My wife and I need a new show to start. Otherwise, we're going to watch every season of Love Island UK.
Ooh. Oh God, what am I watching at the minute? Sorry. Oh, I started watching Dope Sick. That's quite good, but it's very intense. And obviously, Succession is like just the best. I don't know. Have you seen Succession?
I've heard great stuff. I've interviewed Alan Ruck, but I have not started it yet. Sounds like
okay. Like, get on it. That is the best. That is the best. And it's also about family and all of the deep shit that like Kin is about. Sorry for cursing there.
No sorries. And just like another great show that we've talked about, it's about a complex family. So thank you for your time, and really looking forward to whatever is next, whether you're writing it, directing it, or starring in it.
Thanks a million. That's great, Darren. Cheers.
Paltrocast.